Hello everyone, this is Dr. Subodh here, and today I'm going to talk about the different kind of the MBA specializations which are there and how a student can narrow down in order to select the kind of the MBA specialization that one should go for. So number one is the MBA in sales and marketing. So if you are a person who would like to travel across different cities, different countries, and you have that ability of crunching numbers, doing sales, pursuing some of the aggressive targets which will be given, so then in that case this is the kind of the line which is for you. So that is MBA in the sales and marketing. So you can become a sales manager, a marketing manager, a branding manager, a sales head, and the career path lies there for you. Number two is MBA in the human resource management area. So those of you who have this knack of dealing with people, communicating, doing the best, being the best out of them. So different roles in the areas in which you can really go is either you can become a training and development manager, you can become a recruitment manager where you hire the best of the people for the organization. That's a very critical role. Then you can become a compensation and benefits manager. You can become an engagement manager where you see that the employees are engaged and whereby the maximum productivity is there. So MBA HR is also one of the great lines for you who have that people orientation and love to be with the people, listening to their issues, queries, and trying to become solving them. So that was MBA in HRM in short. The next is MBA in the supply chain and the operations management area. So with this thing, as the COVID came, as you must have seen, the entire lifeline of the country was all about supply chain and management. The last mile delivery of whether it is the basic necessity items, everything was done by the operations, supply chain, and all which was there. So MBA in operations management, you can work into a factory, you can become a production manager, an operations manager, you can become a warehouse manager, a supply chain manager. So all these areas are there, open for you. So which means you should be loving, if you love the area of planning, organizing, managing, ensuring the product being manufactured and the last mile delivery, then MBA in the operations management area or supply chain management is the way to go. The next is MBA in finance area. So if you have the knack of numbers, dealing with the numbers, you love that, then getting into the finance area is the key for you. So organizations, it's the financial management is something which makes the organizations run. So right decisions being made, whether it's a new project investment or where to spend the money, the budgeting, financial management, all that area. So you can become a financial analyst, you can become a finance manager, different sectors of finance you can work in, whether it is a banking and financial sector, you can work into a company's financial department. So various, you can become a consultant and work with the consulting companies which are there in the globally. So this is the area, if number is something really attracts you, working with numbers, dealing with numbers, playing with numbers, then MBA in financial management is the key for you. The next is MBA in the rural management. So if you are you want to work in that particular area, especially that villages, the rural management, because ultimately, as it is said, the country, if you look at India perspective, they say India lives in the villages. So thing is, rural management, again, it's a great area for you to get into where you want to work in that rural segment, rural marketing, rural product development, rural service development areas. Then MBA in the rural management holds a key for you. Next is MBA in the area of entrepreneurship. So if you want to become an entrepreneur and you have the knack that I want to develop the idea, what are the different ways in which sourcing the funding, then this is the area, because an MBA in entrepreneurship will teach you the ropes of getting the funding which is there. Then how do you basically incubate an idea from a seed to a sapling and to a tree, and you grow the organization. So all these things are taught in MBA in the field of entrepreneurship. Next is MBA in family business. So if you come from a family business background and you want to take the business to the next level, then this MBA is for you, whereby you will be taught various subjects like family business governance, family business management, and various other facets in which how you can grow the family business. So that is, the MBA in the field of family business. So these were some of the areas which I thought I should bring to you. And also, which is again a kind of doing the trend and the most sought after, MBAs which you can see nowadays. And that's the area of, MBA in the business analytics area. So if you look at the entire world revolves around analytics. You have data, you have information, but what are the decisions you can, make by having the right information and analyzing that data and information? That holds the key. Various organizations, multinationals, various big organizations, they churn the data. It's like data mining, data cleaning, all this thing is there, analyzing the data, coming out with results, and finally bases the decisions which are taken by the management of the organizations. It's only after you analyze the data, come out with some results, and then you take a decision, go no go decision, buying a company or making a product by own, whether I should go for an acquisition, whether I should go for a merger. So all these things come into play. So MBA in business analytics is also an area which one can look at. So various tools are taught like SAS, Tableau, Python language and all. So think it's like a fusion of computer science and management put together. And I think that's a beautiful combination. So if you love having a bit of touch of analytics and numbers and analyzing data, interpreting data, making decisions, then MBA in business analytics is for you. So dear friend, this is all for today, and we'll come more with some of the videos which are informative. So thank you so much for being with me. Bye bye and have a good day. Thank you.